Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here, and this is a little bit of what we are going to do today. You all know that I've made this one, signature cover. This one is now finished, going to be a signature too. And then we have this one, sunflower, and the bee with flowers that we're going to kind of finish up. And then we have something new that I kind of want to include in this. Letitia and Heavenly Gifted today here on YouTube have a 10-day prompt challenge. And I thought that, I could at least try to do a couple of them just for fun. Hello, Melissa. Welcome, welcome. And the first prompt are bumblebees. I just realized, I don't know if these are bees or something else, but I'm going to use these. And let's see, these are made by Kari Williams from Concrete Butterfly. I've had these for quite some time. Really, really cute digital that I saw that I have three, in my opinion, bumblebees. So these are the ones that we are going to use today to create something. So we will start by having these two envelopes just laid here waiting to be used, and this one, they are bees, are they? Hello, Jen, welcome. I was just looking at them like, what are they? I think they are bees, or or I don't know. Do you like call, because there are we have like two versions here in Sweden, and we call it two different things. So that's uh, what made my mind kind of slip through, like, what if I do this totally wrong? But anyway, we are going to use these. So let's cut them out. Bumblebee are the prompt. And when I saw these, we need to use them. So we will just start cutting them out, creating something cute to go in the spring journal. That is one of the other projects for today, to make the spring journal. What are you referring to? Oh, this one you mean? Oh, yeah, I know. That's just how it is. I'm not going to use it, but these are cute. So these are definitely going to be used. Throw that in the bin. We have to pick and choose on what to use. Isn't that what we do? I totally get that, Jen, but unfortunately that's what the digital is. And I'm kind of like pick and choose and use what I like. So these will definitely go in. So I hope that each and every one of you had a lovely day so far. I had a beautiful spring day today. A beautiful one. You know, there was snow last week, but it's gone and now the sun is shining. Unfortunately, not that warm yet, but no problem at all, Jen. It's just a matter of kind of, accepting how it is sometimes, but I'm not choosing to use that. But others might. Let's see what we can do with these. I have all kinds of ideas and all, scraps and things, of course. So my aim when doing these 10 days of prompts are to use up scraps, because there are a lot of scraps just laying around here. Hello, Kristen. Welcome, welcome. So Bumblebee prompts. Maybe I will use some fabric or something too. Haven't quite figured it out yet. Questions like that is those that will kind of go with when creating something. Let's see. Maybe one there and one there, and then one on this. Do I want that size even? I don't know. They are really cute. So I'll better use them. I think I actually saw them, was it 2 years ago? And I've never used the digitals apart from one thing. So that's kind of a thing, like, you print out and it leads me laying it to the side in the hopes of using it, sometime, but that sometime might be like this, like 2 years later on. So we'll actually go in there and cut these out. I do want to save the antennas though. So now I'm thinking, do I want to use ink or do I want to use watercolor? And do I want this big? Kind of thinking of I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. Just like that. And slap on some, what about just using yellow paint, because that's the easiest and quickest way, really. So let's see, if I can find the paintbrush, that is. I still have my Ikea paper or paint here. This one, I use it a lot. I think it was like $2 or something. So, I've actually used quite a lot of these throughout the years, but it lasts really, really long. Let's just paint this totally yellow. I don't know about you, but to me, it kind of needed to be yellow because of the Bumblebee thing going here. Just a tiny bit more up here. And then, of course, leave it to dry. Hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome. So let's see. We will put that one aside and then work on these. And I'm thinking, what about adding some small little bits and pieces of lace? And, you know, this is what I'm looking at. A whole bunch of fun bits and pieces of everything. I do have triangles like this. Let's see if we can kind of create a thing or two. A little piece of this maybe. Good if I take the right scissors though. Just adding in something. And then what about a piece of this thing? Let's put it in the back. And of course, do we need color or can we go for vintage photo? Or yellow. It might go yellow on the edges of this. Let's try it out. So for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, I am making day number 1 of the prompts that Heavenly Gifted today. Letitia has the spring prompts, as she calls them. So the first day is bumblebees. So that's what we kind of create a thing or two. Let's put some yellow in here too. Just a tiny bit. And then on the edge back here, so what's on your table today? What do you have? Have you crafted anything today? Maybe like in the middle of lunch rush hour or something? I don't know. We will begin with this thing, just placing it like that. Adding in, let's see, a bit or two with this. I do not want to tack the whole thing down, so I'm just putting in a little bit of glue. And then we will just add in the other thing. Let's see, just like that. Quick and easy, isn't it? When you have all these scrap bits. I love the quick and easy. Sometimes I make a tag. If I only have like 10 minutes or so, or, you know, the feeling of I want to do something, but I only have this little amount of time, then I take a tag, I look in my scrap bin and just add on whatever comes to mind, really. So I thought, what about putting this one on and then fussy cut it out just to have it a little bit more stiff. Let's put the glue on here. And be kind to this little one because I forgot the antenna. Hello, Letitia. Welcome, welcome. The bees are from a digital that Kari Williams, that the concrete butterfly made a couple of years ago. So I've had this Yeah, maybe like 2 years. I think it's 2 years or more. We save up. I know we all save up on bits and pieces. And with the Bumblebee creation, we will have this one used in a little bit. Oh, thank you so much, Letitia. I'm trying to create the Bumblebee spring prompt that you have. Trying to make something cute to go with my soon to become spring journal. So this will kind of be an ephemera piece in it. Just cutting it like this, quick and easy, just for me, because I'm going to use the journal myself. This one. So we will put that one in there with a little bit of glue, of course. No, you can't really have enough glue in some ways sometimes. So there we have the little envelope like that. It's cute. Let's do something similar to this one. Which one should we do? Let's go with this one here. And see, we do have this fabric piece, might be nice. And I'm just going to, take a scrap bit like this, one that I'll never use anyway, like that. And then maybe a little baby wipe piece or something. I do have that. Let's see, this one, yellow. Oh, look at this. Maybe add 2 of the fabric pieces. And this one. These are such as this one. I'm thinking, should I just take a little piece there? Let's try it out. I don't know about you, but I have a whole lot of everything, literally everything, and more maybe. Bits and pieces. Don't we all? Feel like I want to add this one somehow. Maybe I can like stretch it out in a little other kind of direction. Like that maybe. We will glue this one on the cardstock. Let that one dry a tiny bit and then glue these on. Like that. A little piece here. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of fabric pieces now, but I rarely use them. I rarely use them, seriously. So I need to learn how to use the fabric, and apart from, sew, because I haven't been able to do that much with my hand surgery and everything. But that's fine now. So now I could literally sew, but I want to use it in other ways. I need to glue down the little thingy there at the back. Rebecca, is she coming on? I don't know. I haven't heard from her apart from, earlier today. I have no clue. Hopefully she will. I haven't was thinking like, is there something going on? But I don't think so. So quick and easy, small little ephemera pieces for my spring journal. Kind of want to do, seriously, can we kind of try at least? Oh, it's not really dry yet, so place that one down there. And then I will actually cut a little bit off like that. So we have these two little envelopes, and then something else might be added to them, but the base are done, kind of. So let's look into this one. I'm thinking, do I want to sew or do I want to do anything else? Look at this, perfect. So we will put that one down here. I am going to just add a tiny bit of glue and thinking sewing it afterwards, because that's not something that I like to do live. And then you little thingy, and there must be something else added, or must, it doesn't have to be something added, but it would have been kind of nice to have something. Let's see, this mesh piece. I don't know about that. This mesh, let's look into using pink. And I'm thinking something green, light green. Do I have something light green? That is darker. That's the tree from this is part of a Christmas tree. We have all kinds of things in here. And here are the boho beads I made Friday together with Rebecca. Let's look into this little thing. I have a bag of green fabric. Do we want to use any of those? That's too dark. This one, no. All kinds of fun ones. Oh, what about cutting out a flower, maybe? Let's put that one aside. Or maybe something pink. There are a lot of cute. Oh, look at this. I bought these as like scrap bits, so I don't know exactly what's in there, but look at this one. Wouldn't that be that's like an Indian type thing, like for an Asian journal or something? And these, I don't know, Christmas type one. Other scrap bits. No, not in this one. Nothing to use. Apart from maybe cutting out a flower or two there. Let's see if we have something in here to use. You know, going through, but it's fun to, at least I think it's fun to just look at all the fabric pieces. Oh, this one was cool. Oh, that's leaves, but no, we won't use that one. Maybe a part of that one. So as you can see, it's I have a green, yellow, red, cream-ish, you know, all kinds of different fabric pieces. Oh, this was cool. Not for this project, but it was cool. Here we have a small little scrap piece. Let's look at the flowers on this one. I wonder if I could cut that flower out. No, not that one. Some basic ones too. And just plain colors. We don't want that. I want to have something. So we will have to put that one aside. And then, let's see, I was thinking, where did we have the flower? What about trying to cut this flower out? Yep, we will try to do that. See how it will look. And now is the time. Do I want to, you know, sew it down? And of course, so it might be that I just glue it down a tiny bit and then go and sew afterwards. So let's make it short and cut like that. The bits and pieces. And oh, thank you so much, Letitia. And then we have this flower. It's kind of cool. Now I feel like I want to add something cream or this lace piece that I had. Let's see. Maybe like a tiny piece of this. So we had like a tiny one left. Yep, that will be quite nice. And then, of course, adding something else because it can't just be plain. plain white. That would be kind of boring. Adding a tiny bit of glue, hoping that it will dry enough, and then I will sew. So we will put this one onto some cardstock. Fabric is so inspiring, really, really inspiring to look through. Just to look at all the colors and things, that's really fun. So yet again, that little thingy, I totally miss. And this glue is new for today, but as you all know, if you remember, I don't like this glue, but that's what I got. So I was debating, like, do I want to have a glue today? Do I need glue, or am I just going to leave it and have, use the other glue from this? So we will have this one put on and decorate the little tag, because I'm thinking, I think it might be a journaling card. Decorate it a tiny bit more. In some ways, I am, as you know, minimalist. So in some ways, when decorating, I am kind of thinking like that too. I do want to have something, but I don't want to have too much. So we will put that flower there. Not flower, the bee, of course. He wish it was a real flower, this one, but unfortunately it isn't. Let's see, this needs a little bit more glue. Oh, hello, Carol, welcome. Oh, now it sounds like a storm outside. When I talked about this beautiful sunny spring weather that I've been having today, I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's like seriously really rainy. Thinking now, do I want to have it as a tag? No, I will leave it. I will sew around this. Sew here a little bit, just around. And leave this one. Maybe let's think about it. Do I want to add some words? We do need to have some words. Looking at these are from Tsunami Rose. Let's see if we have something to go with the bee. There are both colored ones and black ones in this set. Enjoy every moment with the bees. No, wait, I don't really like bees, but good vibes only. I don't know. Do you like any of these? There are so many. feel the fear and do it anyway. Could that go? Or just a plain simple one, enjoy life. Without the beast though, but you know, aren't we all, hopefully, we all enjoy our life. At least, you know, crafting wise, doing all kinds of crafty projects. Let's see if I want to have it cut to 2 or just added. It's a little bit plain up here. We need to do something about that. That's why I'm kind of thinking of cutting it down to size a tiny bit. Do we want to just cut it down? Maybe like that. Just going through the fabric and change. Oh, now you can definitely hear. This is crazy. This is definitely crazy. The weather outside. Hopefully nothing will happen to the internet connection. So we will just add, you know, immediately felt better. Like that. And a little thing up at the top. You know what I actually realized exactly right now? I think one of my kids are outside. Hopefully under some type of roof. Because otherwise she will be really, really wet. Look at it. Feels much better now. Just to have it a little bit more composed. Let's see, I do want to have this one cut a little bit though. Oh, thank you so much, Letitia. You know, I'm all into tags really. I love making tags. So we have it there. And then now it almost feels like I want to add something to these, but I'm not quite sure what yet. So I will just add in the yellow around this envelope. And then a tiny little bit of yellow. It's not really visible, you know, apart from just a couple of strokes. So here they are, the Bumblebee creation. So those will be put aside for now. Oh no, it's a teething. Oh, a husky. I know huskies. They are so extremely loud. I have a friend that has 2 huskies. And they talk. They do talk a lot, those 2. They are lovely dogs. Lovely, lovely dogs. But they do talk a lot. So let's look into the journal that we are going to use those 3 things in. As you all know, I've done this one. I've done this one. We are not quite finished with this one. But I am thinking, I was thinking of making 4, but then realized this journal, as all of my journals are going to be really thick. So I like alligator in mouth journals, but I'm going to just make it one signature. So these digitals are Dear Julie Julie. So those will be kind of like a base type thing for some of the pages in the journal, just because I liked the colors. And then we have this, 2 of these, green, like mint green. And this will be my April journal. Hello, Prepared for Life. Welcome, welcome. I know you're not new here. Me and names, I'm so sorry. Was it Penny? Sorry if I'm not remembering correctly. So we have that one. We have another green. And then I'm thinking, should we go cream or should we go pink or even like blue? Blue might be nice. Let's see, what do we have? We will go into the paper shop things, as we do have, let's see, pink. They talk a lot. You know, I love huskies. They are so funny and cute and lovely animals, but they do talk a lot. And my friends huskies, you know, I haven't met any dogs, you know, cuter and more well trained or anything but hers. So I'm thinking yellow, but I do want to add in, let's see, we are going to add in those also. So are we going to add in this one in here? That one with the tree, or do we want to have? So these will be kind of, you know, decoration in the journal. Oh, I know she takes over your streams, but you know, we love our animals, so I totally get it. Let's see this one though. Oh, you're coloring, Laura. Please continue to do that. See, yellow. What about just putting it in here? This one. So this will kind of be the front, and not one there. And these will only be like decoration. Do you mean like these? They were fun to make. I have kind of continued making some of them. Oh, have your mojo left you, Laura? It will be back. It will be back. I'm sure of that. So let's see, a regular journal, the ones that I used to make for a month, is 8 pages, 8 pages to write on. And then we have, decoration part. So 1, 2, decoration, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking adding some pink to this just because, I don't know, I am a little bit of a girly girl. Pink. And then, of course, we will make all kinds of ephemera throughout, so it will be covered, most of it, but let's see where to put it though. Is this where this one goes, maybe? And then another one, or should I go with small little bits and pieces? I have a lot of other things, like let's look into those. I found this one today that I have stored away in some strange way somewhere. I don't know. I found it. So let's see what to use. Maybe one of these pages. And that one. Let's see, is this too fragile to... Yeah, it is. I have to kind of reinforce that one with washi or something. I don't know about you. Do you have like a feel for things? I'm kind of, going through like, do I like this? No, I need to change it up a tiny bit and then go back and forth like that. And that one too. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome, welcome. So I'm thinking this might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we will put that one aside. Continue this one and then do a cover. Do the quick thing there. You have been busy. Oh, doing all kinds of fun things, I hope. No worries, you can't be everywhere, so no worries about being late. So like all the others that I've done like this, I'm outlining it with black just to have it pop a little bit. And then I kind of, tried to make sunflowers. It was kind of tricky in a way because, I have to focus on getting them connected. So that was the hardest part in this. So I'm just going around this one. And then, of course, have this one finished with all the coloring. What have I missed? I heard to leave her. I had to leave. Oh, I hope that there is. What's wrong with the kitty? What's wrong with your kitty? Hope nothing serious. I just talked. Where was it? It was on another stream. I think it was Mary earlier today. You know how our animals really do mean a whole lot to us. Even though we in some ways don't think they are, when things happened, you know, there are definitely those times where you realize that you kind of need your little four-legged friend to be there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that everything is okay with him now. Our furry friends, they are helpful in so many ways. Definitely, so many ways. So this takes a little bit of time. Not really thinking when doing this, but as you can see, you know, I'm outlining each petal just to have it show a tiny bit more. I totally understand. Oh, hopefully everything will be okay with him. Oh, thank you so much. You know, I used to make color pages for the kids when they were younger. I loved, as I've have right now, I've loved to create pictures like this, but I didn't cut the pieces out like I've done here. I just created a picture for the kids to color in. So we kind of both got really fun time out of creativity in different ways. But it was kind of hard to come up with what I wanted to make. That was a little bit tricky. Because I wanted it to be, like spring inspired, but not too much. So this is it for this one. And as you can see, it makes it a whole lot, at least like I think, better looking with having it outlined like this with a black fine liner. Doing it on the opposite side too. So it looked like, similar to this one. I did the drawing on one side, and then I just colored in on this side with the other one. So did that to all of them because I wanted it to be, you know, shown on both sides. So I don't know. What do you think about these flowers? What color are they going to be? Do you have any suggestions? I was thinking pink flowers, but I had, let's look into them just for your, so you know, pink flowers there on the tree. I have purple flowers there, and then red flowers for this one. Purple and red. Oh, we're going with the same colors. I was thinking of making it another color, like lighter pink, or where is this fine liner? Finally struggling. Let's take the new one. Much better, this one. This is definitely my to-go pen. It's one of those where I can't really live without a black fine liner in my craft room. And I actually had a little, you know, organizing type thing going yesterday, and I found my glue gun. So I don't know. We will have to do, not today, but we will have to do something with the glue gun. Let's see, soon we are finished. Like this, and down here adding some small little, oh, I totally forgot about this. And then of course you can go in with in the middle there, but I'm not going to. Apart from red and purple, do we have any suggestions for the flowers? Or maybe I could go like lighter purple or lighter red, or more towards pink. Peach. Oh, that would be nice. Maybe. Let's see, just a couple more petals. And then the stem there for one of the flowers. And the cloud. Quick and easy, isn't it? Doing this. It's the cutting and I realized, and I actually found a new blade for my X-Acto knife. But I realized, I need myself a new one. So let's see. I definitely don't want to have the same color. This is like really, really bright pink. And I don't want to have that one. This one is like a darker purple. And then we have orange for the tulips. And then that pink flower that had to go there. Where I wanted to do something extra there. So we will begin with the tree. That we all know. Tree needs to be there. And I will do the same thing as the other one. Color it in slightly with a little bit of everything color. Kind of. Because we are going to add a darker brown to it later on. And this is watercolor paper because I want it to be a little bit more stiff than, any other paper. Adding in a little bit brown. And I'm not really doing anything special because this is just meant to be fun. Just like that, just adding in a tiny bit, maybe a little bit more of the brown. Do the quick parts first. And maybe you could go like rainbowy type. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Soft peachy color. Let's see which one are we going to use. This is more orangey, I think. Let's try it out. Where do we have a piece of small little watercolor paper? Do we have anything? I thought I had a little piece. Let's go with the back side of this. That is almost the same. Let's see. It's almost the same as the tree, so the tree needs to be darker. Could go like, I don't know, like I told people when I did this one, I do love to be in nature, like outside, but I have no clue when it comes to all different types of, bird names, flowers, trees, and things like that. I have no clue whatsoever. Things like this, of course, like a sunflower, like roses, and those are kind of, but nothing else. Trying to make coffee while having you play. Oh, this. This dog changed my, you'll never know with the dogs. Never know. So let's do some peachy thing here. We could go over with something else if we don't like it. That's the best thing of all. A little bit darker maybe. Might be nice to add in some small little bits, you know, a tiny bit of pink in there. See if we can do that later on. Now when thinking about it. And as you can see, I left this little piece because I was thinking about all the and I really don't know exactly this. These are the feet for the Bumblebee, but I don't know if it has 4 or 6 or the, you know, when thinking, is it really strange to have 6 legs? Like, I don't even know how to make them. So I just saved that little part before doing anything else. Let's see a little bit more. Oh, no, she didn't pop into my live. It could be nice though to invite her sometime. You know, there are so many lovely YouTubers out there, so it's hard to sometimes, you know, pick and choose on which ones to look. And, you know, the hours of the day are just not even 24 hours, because at least me, I'm not awake for 24 hours. So for me, I need to like spend the most of the hours on, you know, going back and forth between people. Let's see, I was thinking, do I want to add pink or like purple? I'm going to try to add a little bit pink to these. You know, just a tiny. And I'm not really sure if it will show on camera. Just adding it a tiny bit. And then we have to think about, you know, I will outline these with black, so it will show a little bit more than just what I'm doing here. Just a tiny bit. Let's see, what is Kristen? Annoying niece of mine is coming today at 3 p.m. and tomorrow. Oh, annoying nieces. I hope it's, you know, I don't really know what to say, Kristen, but don't we all have relatives like that in some way, shape, or form? Definitely too much. Let's see if some water can help. Just going around. And then we have to do the same thing on the other side. That's the beauty of this one. I was thinking about doing, two different sides. But then again, I kind of like it to be the same. Adding a little bit more water to some of them because they were just a tiny bit too much. Thank you so much, Jen. Really fun to make. I know my relatives in Switzerland, they do all kinds of really, really nice cutting with a scissor. I think that Jersey Laura has shown us, or what, Laura, haven't you been on some sort of like a course or something, learning how to do those kinds of cutting techniques? So now the Bumblebee, and of course that will be black, nothing fancy, just regular black and yellow. And then let's look into it. How I'm just going in. And now I kind of realize, of course, I should have started with a lighter color first, but okay, that's my mind playing a trick on me. They are really bright, but I wanted it to be bright, Letitia. Just, I love all the colors, springtime colors, all the flowers coming. So I really wanted it to be almost like, like I've done like childish bright colors. This could be in the Bumblebee creation too, of course, but I'll kind of leave it. Oh, oh, having, I wish I had a really organized craft room, Kristen, but I have no clue. I found my glue gun. I don't know, Vanessa, do you remember? I think it was like a month ago or even longer than, and I think I'm kind of organized, so I totally understand if you can't find things. What are you going to try? Are you going to try a thing or two? Like you know, it's fun to make things like this. It really is. So, and like everything, I'm not good at doing most things, I would say, but it's just fun to try. So try, and you don't learn anything new if you're not trying. I think part of the creative process are us trying new things, being inspired by others. And one thing that I've really learned, I was so almost, in a way, scared when I started my YouTube channel because I didn't want to show, I didn't want to have all of you looking at what I've been making. But then I realized, I could kind of pretend that I'm sitting here by myself doing what I love doing. And then it got kind of better, at least in my mind. And now I really don't care. It's just for fun. So there it is, the Bumblebee. Uh, I don't know. I have these. Um, these are not. I have no clue. I don't know. It's not a brand that you can get. It's this brand, but it's nothing fancy. And then I have my IKEA palette of colors. This one that I've been using for years, literally years. So I, as I've told you before, I do have fancy things, but as of right now, I actually don't know exactly where they are because I never ever use them. But I do have real paints. Um, but I don't know. I don't like using them, so I'm not. And it started out with me realizing that my kids wanted to be, crafting together with me, and I didn't want them to use the expensive things. Just coloring these wings in a tiny bit with blue, just to add something in there. So this will be it there. If I find it, I find it not, well, let's see, Christina, what are you writing? If I find it, I find it. If not, I will wait to find. Oh, somewhere else. Okay. I'm like, there was a lot of findings there. Um, definitely scared of showing, Jen. What that was one of the things. Mrs. Gigi and Daisy really, it is fun when you get hang of doing things like this. It is really fun. And sometimes I'm actually still thinking when doing some videos and things, I'm just sitting here all alone creating. And so kind of still have the feeling there some days. But then I know that all of us are friends, really. We have a beautiful community. So it's nothing to be scared about, even though some days are a little bit harder than other days. Just filling these in with green. I want to have them brighter green. Now we have to wait because I want this to be totally dry and then we can do the other side. But I don't think that we will do that today. But we kind of know how it will look now. So let's see what we can do. I have this one, and I do have a page. This one that I wanted to have as the cover. Usually I'm just using scrapbook paper for the cover of my monthly journals, and then I sew them in a like a really chunky like actually some cornflakes type. What was I about to say? A conflict type, really, really big cover. So I'm thinking this. I don't know if you could see, but it is like pearly on there. And as I always do, I have to cut these pages to size, of course. But as I always do, I kind of eyeball, and the pen fell down. So I kind of eyeball. There we have the pen. Usually I make pockets, but I don't know if I will take the upper part here because I wanted to save these flowers for the cover. Usually I take the upper part and then fold them in, but that was not one that I could do today. Let's see, just eyeballing the whole thing. It's just for me, so I don't mind. Doing it a little bit bigger though, because I know that I will be cutting this one. So this will be the April journal cutting. I will have to cut these pages to size a tiny bit, and then it will be all kinds of fun things in here. And here we will add in the page that we made with the colors. So there will be this one in here, but I'll have to let it dry. So we need to make something. Usually I just take a white copy paper piece. Are we going that route? Let's just look at how it kind of look at. Let's see. There we have the right one. This will go in the bin. Like that. I'm just thinking, should I go 2022 underneath, or let's just try it out. It's just for me, to quickly see which month it is. So it's not meant to be anything fancy. But sometimes I do really fun, creative things on here. I go in there and then 2022 underneath. Let's try it out. Might actually back this, but it will look nicer. 2022. A little bit wonky, but April, isn't it? Like, you know, this, I don't know. It feels like now going kind of back to normal, you know, with the things going on, apart from another really tragic thing in Ukraine, but it's kind of rushing it into 2022. So I'm thinking something like this, just to, you know, let me know that it's April journal. Let's see if it looks better on this, maybe a tiny bit better. Let's glue it on. I have this little piece, kind of feels like I need to use it up, so we will do that. There are really, really beautiful on the yellow pages there. Now when I'm looking at it, it kind of feels like I want to sew around this piece before adding it in. Just have it like that and sew around. And then the other one. So preparation, even though it's been a couple of days in April, this is my April journal. Let's see, cutting it a little bit more straight. So something like this. And then you'll never know. I could add in another thing or two or three on the cover itself. And I, in a way, want to have it a little bit more plain than usual, just because I like these flowers a lot. But I kind of feel like that will be kind of the end result. And these little pieces, let's see if we can use them on the back side, or are we going to leave them, because usually I put one here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just glue them down to have here as a little tuck spot to have like goals for the month and things like that. And then at the end, I have another little tag or something, just to, let's see, the other hand. That's something I forget. Just to have, you know, a little tag of what happened that month. Was it something special? Was it something that I want to remember for some special reasons? This month is really special as of right now, exactly right now. My brother's sister is having a baby. So I actually got a little message. I don't know, but I got a little message. I heard it a couple of minutes ago, so there might be a little surprise or two after my live. Let's see, I do want to have this last little piece. Hello, hello, Kevin. Welcome, welcome. So we will look into this first. Do we have to cut it down? Maybe slightly. We will just have a tiny, tiny bit. Yep, that will be better. Glue it down to the page, and we have created ourselves a little pocket to use. Like that. And then the pages going in there. And then on this other side, another of those yellow pages, doing the same thing just because. And then look at the other side. And yet again, we have to look into where to cut this one off. Let's see the fold. Just a tiny bit here at this. It was a little darker, so I will just go with vintage photo there. Did I cut it? I know, me and my cutting, you should know by now. There. Now it's good. Just like this, going on 3 sides for this pocket. Sometimes I do a tuck spot, but that's not going to be one for this. So we have the cover here, and then the journal will be inside here. And I will not sew it in as of yet because I might be adding lace and things, and if I do, it's easier to put it in while the pages still are, you know, not sewn into the journal. We do need to do something with this because this is so fragile, so I will put washi in the middle here. So let's see, you do have these two, my washi tapes. It won't really show much, but I'm thinking, should I go like pink? These are tulips, just because. Where do we have the end? Going in the right direction? Of course not, but we will try. We would try. Let's see, put it on the edge like this, the edge where the fold is. Take another piece, kind of cut it. Oh, of course. Put it on the other side. I don't mind that the paper itself is fragile. That we can like sort out in other ways, but the fold definitely needs to be a little bit more stable because I'm going to sew it in. So that's a quick and easy way, and as you can see, you see the little folded washi a tiny bit. And the reason I have this one here is that we are going to put this one, so I don't want to forget on where to put it. So we have it looking like this so far. And then something that we need to do are the small little numbers, the numbers for the days. I usually have numbers like 31 numbers for each day. Let's see, put these aside. These will be sewn. And then these will actually be put in. Apart from maybe shown on something else. And then there was one thing. I know that we won't sew in the signature today. I do have one thing that I kind of want to try out. And let me think. I think I want to have this bright, or maybe, I'm not sure, this paper anyway. What do you think? It's going to be a matchbox. It is a little bit of a teal vintage look, or more yellow green type. And it's just going to be the base for a matchbox, a match thing. So I'm just going to trace what I have here, because we're going to cut it out later on. But what do you think? Are we going to have the teal side or the yellow side? Teal might be nice. Or I would say teal is always nice. It's just a matter of, do we want to try something else? Or we could go with making two of them, one teal and one yellow. So let's see, we have that one there. Kind of need to look at this to see. And on this side, we need to cut it down a little bit first. So I'm going to make a matchbox and a tiny little journal inside. And let's see if this ruler will help. Let's see, which one do you think, this or this one? Oh, sorry for that, but which one should we go with? Thinking the teal one is the winner, or might be a winner. Let's see, I'm going to try. We can go with the other one if we're not pleased with the result, or I could like turn it over. So let's look into it. How, now this is centimeters, 3 centimeters. Is there something to go with there? And then there. I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Trying to create the box. We're going to cut here and there and on the other side. Let's see, like this. Maybe that was, oh, I need to cut it down. I totally forgot about it. Now, we have a little box. Is it a little bit? What type of measurements am I really doing? None, I would say. I'm just crafting as I go and making as I go. That's how I rule. Isn't that the... Yep. Let's look into this one. How did I measure it that wrong? But I don't really mind. We will figure it out anyway. It will be some sort of box in the end. That's what I'm kind of looking to it, like, you know, this is a prime example of, you know, it will be something in the end. It's only you and me that will know that it was kind of like a thing that wasn't planned. And you and me and all other people watching, but I don't mind. Let's see, this will definitely need to dry. I will actually leave it to dry, but we have to do the cover. So I don't know, this was a Matchbox challenge I saw on Facebook, really. But then realized that's not the correct, I've never seen Matchbox sizes like this. And I'm like thinking, is this the size of a Matchbox in the US? Or, you know, in Australia or something? I think that the woman that have this challenge going is from Australia, so that might be it, because I've never seen a size Matchbox. You know, ours are maybe like half, or not even half, a third. I don't know, smaller size definitely. So let's look into this one. This is supposed to be the cover. Let's just draw around it. And cut it out. And then we definitely have to measure, or at least a tiny bit. Or even like look at these, because these need to have one there, one here, there, and there. Look at the preciseness of my measurements. Just going to do it like this in here, using, hopefully, let's see, the lines on the mat helping a tiny bit. And where do we have that other one? Kind of there. And then here up at the top. Might actually be easier to go that way. That, I'm like, think, Gigi, think. Let's see, this one like that, and then, oh, that one needs to dry a tiny bit, so we have that one like that. That's nice. We have accomplished something here today, or at least the beginning of something that's going to be cute. Now, of course, at the end of the thing here, there. And as I said, I have never seen the size of this type matchbox, but let's see if we can kind of have those tucked in. And that other side. Is it possible to use, or have I done it too small? I think I've done it. Oh, let's see. I know what I've done wrong. I totally know what I've done wrong. Or am I confused when doing this? Oh, I don't know. Let's try it again. This is definitely not the size that it was intended to be, is it? Oh, like that. So we have the box, or kind of need to have let it dry a little bit. And then maybe, I don't know, tomorrow I will be back with Friends Day on a Wednesday. From now on, as of right now anyway, I have to change the time to the same time as Tuesdays. So for now on, and maybe a couple of weeks, Friends Day on a Wednesday will always be there in some way, shape, or form. But from now on, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow I will be back at 1:30 like today, but with another approach, I would say. A little bit of another approach to the whole thing. It will be fun. But another version. Is it Friends Day on a Wednesday 2.0? That might be it. So this was made. We kind of created, or we made these. And of course, the beginning of the journal, together with all other kinds of fun things. So this will really be it, everyone. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Friends Day on a Wednesday is back, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. And Bye for now.